Scams target millions of Americans every day, but no one is more vulnerable than seniors. Criminals stole $12 billion last year through scams. Local financial expert Gregory Ricks joins us now to help identify potential scams and how to protect your money. Just in the last few weeks, we have gotten several stories about text message scams. The state of Mississippi was warning people about those. And why are older people particularly more vulnerable to these scams?
Because they have more money, so they're targeted more because of that. And then as they age, you get a little slower in decision making and become more vulnerable, so they get taken advantage of. Just, you know, one of the scams is somebody forming a friendship, whether online or maybe in person, but next thing you know, they're asking for money, and maybe it's difficult for them to say no, is one of the examples. And then so much goes through your cell phone now, you know, just like text messages, and it's like told, saying you owe this, and you get text messages on what do you owe? Well, like, I don't know that. Yeah,
but you know, it does kind of make you fearful right there when you get something out of the blue like that.
Yeah, we see it often. You know, it's too much, but in helping our clients, we want to make sure they know of us as a sounding board, that if you've got unsure about something, reach out to us. I had somebody reach out to me a few weeks ago, said I owed them some money. Well, we're collecting a debt for a hotel in Las Vegas, and I said, well, how much do I owe? And $400, we'll say it was. And it kind of made me laugh, because I know there's no way I owe anybody money that I'm supposed to pay. But I went through with it. I thought it was comical, but they were very good. They even knew the hotel that I stayed at. And
is
such.
That right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then they said, well, before we go, let me give you that one-time offer to settle it right now. So very smooth.
Yeah, makes you panic and want to do it right away.
Makes you panic. Now we got to worry about AI being really good at it as well.
Right. So, as a financial advisor, is that a good place to start if people have any kind of questions about there's some kind of a notice that say that they owe money? It's would be a good place to start answering questions.
Yeah, like one of them I've seen lately is on investing as well. And if it's a high return, it might be too good to be true. And you should have somebody that can be a sounding board on this. And it's whether it's an imposter, and you know, the IRS and Social Security is not going to just call you out the blue. But if you're unsure of an imposter situation, like that debt collector was an imposter, reach out and get somebody's advice on that. Investment scams, too good to be true. That should be run by us. We will help with that. Sometimes, oh, you can't tell somebody, this is a secret, you don't want them knowing about it. They'll try to take your money. They'll put that fear in you, and they're trying to take your money. They don't want you to discuss it with somebody. Well, that's a red flag right there. We see those happen also, and then it could be somebody you know doing, caregivers as such.
You just never know.
Be careful. We've got to educate elders and let them know, whether it's family or the financial firm, help them out with that. And just be, when you see signs of change,
something to look out for. So all of those are good tips and things to look out for. Gregory Ricks, thanks for coming by today. And you have a resource available for people to check out?
We absolutely do. Call the office.
Okay.
GregoryRicks.com.
Okay. Thanks for coming by.